Hey everybody, it's me, Howard Jones, back with a new video. The Nashville shooting and evil within the media. So I'm pretty sure you guys, I'm pretty sure everyone knows about what happened at, I think it's called Covenant, Covenant School. I believe this name of the school. This is a Christian school in Nashville. Um, it was a mass shooting there. Three students, all around the age of 9, and three staff members were murdered. Now, they were they were killed by uh, a woman named Audrey Hale, and I'm emphasis on woman because I'm going to get into that part as to why that's why that's important. She was shot. She was shot and killed by members of, I think it was, Nashville Police Department. I watched a video of her, shooting down the glass doors of the school, and she was kitted out. She had three guns. Saw her walking through the halls, and I saw the video of the police department responding, and they were fast. Shout out to those guys. They did a good job. Um, they two officers shot her while she was shooting from the second floor at a cop car that just arrived, and they caught her right when she was reloading. And so they did a good job. There's a manifesto that I know the police have found where one of the things they said was she basically was, she targeted that school. I think apparently she went to that school before. She was 28, and I guess she went to that school at one point. But one of the interesting things that was mentioned was she actually passed over another school that she was going to target because she was she thought the security was too tight. So for anyone who says that having guns in schools, having armed, whether it be resource officers, armed security at school doesn't work. Well, clearly it worked for the school that she passed over. Um, there was actually there was a video I watched. I think it was maybe I think it was Jeremy from the quartering, where there was some messages sent to another woman. Basically, Audrey was telling this other woman what her plan, she didn't go into detail what her plan was, but she said she was ready to die. Um, you're gonna hear about it on the news, and the friend uh, was trying to talk to her, trying to convince her don't go through it, don't go through it, killing yourself. She even prayed for her through the message, but she said, but Audrey was saying that she's ready to go, and I guess this is the way she wanted to go out. Now there is a man, and there's again I mentioned the manifesto, but we gotta wait for the whole thing to come out. I'm not sure when it's gonna come out, but there was one found at her place. Still living with her parents, and she was someone who had mental issues. She was trans, so she wanted to go. Her name was Audrey, but she wanted to go by Aiden. So she was a woman trying to pass herself off as a man. Pretty sure she had other problems go along with that. I don't know, but clearly she had to been disturbed to have done what she did. Uh, I know the three guns she used. She used the Kel-Tec Sub 2000 9mm pistol caliber carbine. Uh, what looked like it was an AR pistol, and I guess in 5.56, and a Smith and Wesson EZ9. I think that's what it's called. Smith and Wesson M&P. I think it was M&P Shield EZ9. I think that's the name of it. But I know it was one that is developed to be much lighter. Some of the controls are much lighter. The magazines are easy to reload. So people who don't have the much upper body strength to use the standard manual of arms, pulling the slide back, load a magazine. But those are the three guns that she used. The first cop that shot her used an AR used a scoped AR. Must have been from a distance of maybe 20 yards, if that. Then she was finished off by a cop who I think I want to say he had a Glock. I'm assuming in a 9mm. But those are things I know about it. like I said, I watched different tapes of what happened, and that's how you secure that's how you secure a school. That's how you respond to a mass shooting. The officers did a great job. Now, one of my biggest problems with how this is being reported is that there's now a concern from the Alphabet Soup group, the letter as Jap calls them, the Letterman group, the Rainbow Coalition. They are concerned. There have been those online who have been more concerned about what pronouns were used to describe the murderer, and that's and then you have people in the news, trying worried about whether they're gonna whether they're gonna offend any people by getting the pronouns wrong. I think Audrey cares at this point. She's dead. You know, and then obviously you're gonna have politicians that are using this as a springboard for more gun control, which clearly does not work because the school was a gun-free zone. What else? I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. A lot is going on. I guess in this, it's not even haven't been 2 days yet. A lot has going on. I was just fed up of how I was just fed up with and like I said, the Alphabet Soup group. They're now worried about violence being brought on against them because the murderer was a tranny, and instead of focusing on the fact that this tranny murdered innocent people, they're worried about what's going to happen to them. Are people going to start targeting them? No, put that aside. All right, put aside your selfish agenda just for a little bit to acknowledge the fact that whether they were of your group, but even if they weren't of your group, someone murdered 6 people in cold blood, all because their life was in shambles, and they wanted to go out, but they decided to take other people out with them. And I think that was something that really got on my nerves. And the people still pushing back. I know I read an article about on Greg Guthrie's show. He had a guest on who was still wasn't sure if armed security is the answer. It's like, and he was saying that he was saying we don't know. We really shouldn't be talking about this case until we get until more facts come out. And he's correct. I just found out about it yesterday afternoon, and we talked about it on Ox live stream. And I figured, let me wait till more stuff comes out to figure out, what was going on. And we covered a lot of stuff on his live stream, and I watched some videos talking about it. But yeah, that's it happened again. As I said before, I'm not really surprised when these things happen. I'm more surprised when someone actually fights back. And what's cool? What's interesting? The cops shot Audrey while she was reloading. They didn't say freeze. They didn't say freeze. They didn't say put the gun down. They didn't give her a chance. They dropped her. That tranny got dropped. they put her out because that's how you handle predators in a situation like this. You're not going to trial. There's no sympathy's gonna be made for you. You can't make any pleas. No, you're done. This is the route you decided to go. You're done. It's a shame that something that should have been done when the first life was stolen. It's a shame that it happened after 6 lives were stolen, but it's better than letting her go loose and continue to murder other people throughout the school. So yeah, so that happened. That happened. Shout out to Nashville Police Department for the work that they did. Shout out to those who work to keep those kids safe. Praise be to God that you still have good people in this world who will do what necessary to handle evil and to call out evil where it stands. But that's all I want to do. I just want to share my thoughts on the whole on this situation as it stands. Like, share, and subscribe. If you got any comments, leave a comment in the comment section if you agree or disagree with with the things I said in this video or with the situation at hand. If you want to help out with the channel, go to my YouTube homepage, look for the PayPal link and the Cash App link. All donation amounts are appreciated. Any gripes, complaints, send me a PM. I'll see if I can address them. But that's my video, just on the Nashville shooting and evil within the media. I'm Edward Jones. You guys take care, be safe, stay strapped, and God bless.